I've worked in Fortune 500 companies, big ones, the kind with polished offices, executive titles, and job descriptions that read like you need a PhD from NASA. And after years inside, I have a controversial opinion. Most corporate jobs are not that hard. In fact, many of them are shockingly simple. Yet somehow, every job posting demands master's degree, 10 to 20 years experience, expert in 12 software tools, strategic visionary leader for roles that mostly involve meetings, spreadsheets, emails, and moving information from one slide to another. So what's going on? Why does the hiring process feel like you're applying to be a brain surgeon for work that often feels like structured daycare for adults? Let's talk about it. Corporate environments are masters of making simple things look complicated. Think about what most white-collar jobs actually involve: coordinating between teams, updating reports, attending recurring meetings, sending follow-up emails, creating slide decks, tracking metrics. Is there skill involved? Yes. Is it rocket science? No, but corporations survive on perception. Complex language justifies high salaries. Complex titles justify hierarchy. Complex job descriptions justify HR departments. The system inflates itself, and when hiring time comes, that inflation continues, because no manager wants to admit this job can be learned in 3 months. Instead, they write, must have 8 to 10 years of progressive cross-functional experience driving enterprise-wide transformation initiatives for a role that is mostly scheduling meetings and updating dashboards. Here's what most people don't understand. Job descriptions are not written by geniuses. They're written by overworked managers, HR templates, legal departments, previous job postings copied and pasted, requirements stack over time. Each hiring cycle adds another bullet point. Would be nice if they knew SQL. Let's add Tableau, maybe MBA preferred. Nobody removes requirements, they only add. Eventually you get Frankenstein job postings. 20 qualifications for a job that realistically needs 5, it becomes a wish list. But candidates read it like it's law, and that's where confidence dies. Especially for Gen Z, especially for laid-off workers. They think, I don't meet all 17 criteria. I'm not qualified. Meanwhile, internally, half the team barely met half the requirements. Here's something I learned inside Fortune 500 companies. Most corporate success is about communication, reliability, and political awareness, not genius, not extreme intelligence, not elite academic pedigree. The people who move up are often the ones who deliver on time, speak clearly in meetings, don't create chaos, make their boss's life easier. That's it. Yes, there are highly technical roles. Yes, engineering and data science can be demanding, but a massive percentage of corporate roles, they are process-driven, and processes can be learned. So why the insane barrier to entry? Risk reduction. Companies don't hire for potential. They hire to avoid blame. If they hire someone with 15 years experience and it fails, hey, they had the credentials. If they hire someone unconventional and it fails, it's their fault. So they over-credential to protect themselves, not because the job requires it, but because the system rewards safety. This creates a dangerous disconnect. Capable people stay unemployed because they self-reject, or because applicant tracking systems filter them out. Meanwhile, inside companies, teams are not full of superheroes. They're full of normal people figuring it out as they go. You know what most meetings are? People trying to look prepared. That's the secret. Corporate work often looks intimidating from the outside, but from the inside, it's structured collaboration with PowerPoint. So what do you do with this information? First, stop worshipping job descriptions. If you meet 50 to 60% of requirements, apply. Second, focus on demonstrating outcomes, not credentials. Show projects you completed, problems you solved, processes you improved. Third, understand that confidence is a competitive advantage. Most corporate environments reward composure more than brilliance. And finally, if you're already inside and feel imposter syndrome, relax, half the building is improvising. Corporate work is not toddler level because it's meaningless. It's toddler level because most of it is structured coordination, and coordination is a learnable skill. The hiring system makes it look like Mount Everest, but often it's a well-decorated hill. And once you're inside, you realize the secret. The gate was harder than the job, and if you've worked in corporate, you know I'm not lying.